Nioh 2 is a punishing action RPG developed by Team Ninja, the studio behind the legendary Ninja Gaiden series. From feral yokai spirits to adorable kodamas, here are 10 things you need to know about Nioh 2. Nioh 2 is a prequel to Nioh, taking place in 16th century Japan, a land ravaged by powerful demons called yokai. While the first game had a fixed protagonist named William, players now create their own half-human, half-yokai character, who embarks on a journey to slay the hostile yokai terrorizing the land and save the lives of innocent people. Players earn experience points known as Amrita by defeating enemies and completing missions. This can be used to level up at a shrine, increasing core stats such as stamina or dexterity, which affects attributes like maximum health, agility, or elemental resistance. If you die, your Amrita is stored in your grave. Return to where you died to restore your XP. Die again, and it's permanently lost. Various weapons are in the game, from swords and hatchets to bows and rifles, each with different stats. Characters can equip 2 melee and 2 ranged weapons at a time, but can stash any they find in their inventory. There are 9 starting weapons, from which you can pick 2, each of which add a bonus point to one of your stats. The more you use a particular weapon, the more familiar you get with it, increasing its stats and the damage it deals. Combat centers around managing your ki, a form of stamina consumed when attacking, dodging, and blocking that regenerates over time. Quick attacks drain less ki but cause less damage, while strong attacks are more powerful but consume a lot of ki. There are also 3 combat stances to switch between. High stance excels at offense but uses more ki. Mid stance is more defensive, and low stance uses the least ki and is great for dodging. After an attack, tapping R1 when the blue lights gather around you will trigger a ki pulse, which greatly increases the amount of ki restored. Guardian spirits are entities that award stat boosts and let your character transform into one of 3 yokai forms. Ferocious demons with extraordinary strength that deal mass damage with each attack. There are 3 spirits to choose from at the beginning. The wolf spirit unlocks the brute form, which uses fang break to repel enemy attacks. The bird spirit unlocks the feral form, which uses shadow step to dodge while performing quick attacks on foes. Finally, the shark spirit unlocks the phantom form, which uses the blood moon ability to launch your weapon at enemies. The brute and the phantom forms cannot be staggered by enemy attacks, and all 3 forms can use guardian spirit skills, calling on their aligned spirit to attack the enemy. You can transform into a yokai when the Amrita gauge is full. In yokai form, your health and ki bars are replaced with a yokai shift gauge, which gradually depletes, transforming you back into a human when empty. There are 4 main skill trees in Nioh 2. Shiftling focuses on yokai abilities. Samurai centers on swordplay and melee attacks. Onmyo magic revolves around elemental magic. And ninja focuses on stealth. Using each technique in combat earns skill points that unlock more abilities on each tree. For example, repeatedly using sword-type weapons in combat grants samurai skill points. Some unlocked skills are universal and don't form part of a skill tree. One such example is the grapple ability, a lethal finishing attack that can be used on a downed yokai or a human who's run out of ki. Each of the 9 starting weapons also have their own skill tree, packed with combos and abilities which can be unlocked with the skill points earned by using that weapon. Nioh's enemies were tough, but now their attacks are even more devastating. When red smoke encircles an enemy, they're about to unleash a burst attack, an extremely powerful move that can only be blocked by a burst counter. Time it correctly to reverse the attack and deal massive ki damage to your foe. Soul cores are occasionally dropped by defeated yokai, and once purified at a shrine, can be equipped to your guardian spirit to grant new combat abilities. Much like Amrita, soul cores are stored in your grave if you die. Perish again before retrieving them and they'll be lost forever. KODAMA are friendly spirits that bestow blessings, such as increasing the drop rate of soul cores. If you find a lost KODAMA, return it to the nearest shrine to access its blessing in the shrine menu, and increase the number of healing elixirs you're given when you rest at the shrines in that region. Bloody graves make a return in Nioh 2. Letting you summon and fight the avatars of other players. In addition, there are now benevolent graves, enabling you to summon player avatars to fight alongside you. Nioh 2 comes to PS4 on the 13th of March, letting players craft their own samurai, unleash their bestial yokai forms, and face off against this monstrosity. In the meantime, watch our intense boss fight with Ryomen Sukuna here on IGN.